Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Just logging into the game and we can start shortly. Right, here we are. Right, so first things first, obviously this is an unusual time for me to stream. However, I'm really busy this weekend. I'm going out and whenever I come back, I'll probably be too tired to stream. So I want to do it today. And obviously I want to show you guys the new weapon for Titan or Giant. I just want to see if this is still viable. Okay, the thing is, all these SSI units are becoming less important. Even Second Awakening of Black Dragon was not impressive, so is this weapon really worth 2000 mithrils? Okay, this is my question for today, as this is really important for me personally, as I own Tower. Okay, this is my main team, Tower team. Right now, Titan has been benched and I want to see how he does with the weapon. I was not excited about the weapon description. The Titan is missing some defensive stats. His damage is going probably through the roof with all these buffs, but is he able to survive? Okay, so the first test I'll do today will be basically testing his damage. And what I want to see is how he performs on pair with all the top damage dealers right now. So this is the team I'll be using, and in that team I'll have Titan, Arcane Archer, Tank, and Dark Elemental. So we will be able to see how his damage progresses when he's with all these super strong damage dealers. Obviously, first I'll run it with Astral, and once I get it to the max level and max stars, I'll change the hero to Adela. Okay, because I'm still running Astral. I changed to Adela, okay, but I'm curious how he performs in Astral team. First of all, because I believe some people are still playing Astral instead of Adela. So let's do that. And the team I'll play against is Adela's team. Okay, this is my Adela team that run currently. I want to see obviously this team is quite beefy. Okay, it will not die. Okay, this team will not lose, and this is what I want to see. I want 180 seconds fight to happen because I want to see the improvement on the damage part of the Titan. Because with every level, this team should be doing more damage to that team. Okay. So before we start upgrading the weapon, let's go with the fight. Okay, so this is how the fight looks right now, and I'll just speed it up because there's nothing interesting happening. This is going to be a 180 seconds fight. Okay, so yeah, as I said, my goal is to see how much of a damage improvement that weapon is and if it's really worth the price. Because let's be honest, we are going with the last champion unit right now, which will be a crate, and then we're starting a second rotation of ultra rare units. So there will be more units coming. Obviously, Arcan Eagle will join my team. What it means is I'll need to drop something, and I'm not dropping Sister, and I'm not dropping Judy, and I'm not dropping Arcane Archer. Okay, this will be the 4 core, well, the 3 core units. Sister, Judy, and Arcane Archer. That will be the 3 core units in my backline. If I add Arcane Eagle, this is the 4 units plus 2 tanks, which will be a Paladin NDG. That's 6. Leaves me with 2 units that I can put in, preferably a 3rd tank and maybe 1 caster unit. But Dark Elemental is still doing a lot of damage, so he'll probably still stay in my team. So that's what I want. In my main team, I did not invest in tank, okay? Because it doesn't matter. The damage he does is good, but all the tanks are staying alive anyway. So in my situation, this investment will not pay off because it doesn't change the outcome of the fight. It just changes the top damage dealer, but not the outcome. And obviously, I want the change that will allow me to win. So anyway, as we can see, the Titan with a base weapon does 9% of the team's damage. Okay, that's for something. Hi Matthew, welcome to the stream. Basically, he's behind Tank, Arcane Archer, and Dark Elemental, and doing the double damage of the sister. Okay, this is without any improvements. Okay, and just to make sure I'm running him with the correct stuff, let's see his. Okay, so that's all right, and yeah, on the same level as all other emblems. So remember, guys, this is quite weak compared to what most of us are running. I believe most of us are at plus 25, 30 emblems. So this is my next thing I need to do on the test server. I need to upgrade every emblem to level 30. Okay, this is going to take me a lot of time. As you can see, all these units, yeah. But this is the plan. This is what I'm gonna do. And well, you'll probably see next week all these emblems, all these units will be a little bit stronger. Okay. But at the moment, they are all on the same level, and these are the right emblems for the Titan. Just give me 1 second, guys. Alright, anyway, let's move on. Okay, so first things first, let's get this weapon leveled up. So this will help both the offensive and the defensive. As this will boost both defense and offense of the Titan, as he'll get more attack and HP, helping him to survive against heavy AoE attacks, which obviously we will not be able to test during this setup that I've done because he's quite safe there at the back. But it does make him a little bit durable. Okay, Sven already confirmed that he does not die from AoE attacks of Dungeon Faction anymore. But I believe it's still not enough. I think he can still easily be burst down because he has no damage cap. Okay, this is not what this weapon provides him with. This weapon is so offensive oriented. Okay, so let's see how it differs from the description. That's a heavy helmet. So at Awaken, Giant summons a thundercloud above a random unit for 10 seconds. The thundercloud will strike a random unit within range every half second, with each strike dealing damage equal to 30% of own attack. If the same unit is struck twice in a row within 4 seconds, the unit is inflicted with paralysis for 5 seconds. If the same unit is struck 4 times in a row, the unit is inflicted with emaciated for 2 seconds. So yeah, Adrian is saying it also buffs NCC. Okay, so this is quite good. As I said before, I did not really have a time to read through the descriptions, as it's a really unusual day for me to stream. So yeah, I don't even have a question prepared for the quiz, so I'll just think of something easy at the end of the stream. Okay, so let's Awaken. Let's see how his damage changes. Okay. And once I get him to 6-star, as I said, we'll try and do some scenarios. The moment, let's just see how this damage chart shifts, okay? Because he's in the same team with all these other units that are available for us. Okay, so I knew nothing's gonna die. Okay, I expect nothing to die at all, even with 6-star weapon. Okay, so the damage very similar. Okay, very similar damage to what was happening before. Okay, still at 9% of the team's damage. Obviously, sadly, we can't check the skills here. So even though it does some damage, okay, it is an offensive boost, it adds more to AoE. So maybe it will be RNG based as well, because depending on the unit it spawns, that if there's more units within the area, they're obviously gonna receive more damage, because it's an AoE. But it's not a lot, yeah, but it's still something. Okay, as we can see, it wasn't much. Okay, so at 1-star, Giant increases its own unit damage by 20%. When it's on the battlefield, it also increases the unit damage of friendly casters by 15%. Okay, friendly casters. So let's obviously it's easier for you guys because you can rewind and see the tank's damage, but I just need to have it on top of my head. Okay. Yes, obviously the combo with tank and airship is quite strong. So you can drop Dark Elemental and put airship in there, which will boost everyone else, okay, all the other casters. But what I want to see in that team is Titan getting close to Dark Elemental's damage. Okay, this is important because Dark Elemental only costs you diamonds. It costs you 90,000 diamonds, but nothing beside that. Getting Void costs you either real life money, lots of diamonds, or you use that resource that you could spend on another unit. So anyway, so yeah, let's see. Let me just quickly write down 968387717. Okay, so that's the tank's damage. Okay, I want to see how that improves as well, because Titan will boost the tank here. If the weapon makes him do a lot of damage, Wells will love moving to another formation. Exactly. Well, yeah, that's for the whales. Okay. Sadly, I'm not a whale. I'm not spending on the game anymore unless I buy heroes that I need. And I'm quite far away from that weapon. I only got, I believe I got like 500 mithril, plus I got 3 premium cards that I bought like ages ago, so that's like 600 plus 5, so I'm at 1100 at the moment when it comes to the mithril, and I got like 8 or 9 premium cards that I can buy, so I can get it, but the question is it worth it? Giant increases its own damage, yeah, so we've done it. So that's the buff to the casters and buff to himself. Okay, so that's the cloud. This is what I wanted to see, okay? Before I speed up the fight. So during these fights, we can see that Seer's HP is actually falling down, so maybe something will die, but I'm not really convinced. I believe this Adela's team, it's not even that defense oriented, but just playing Adela with Sister is really, really hard. I think they are actually, yeah, but that's the point how I want to see the damage increase. So yeah, 14% of the team's damage. So this is a good improvement. Okay, this is like 50% improvement, and as we can see, tank also moved from the 19% to 24. Okay, so yeah, it's working. Okay, it boosts these 2 units, so that's our caster units. Okay, and he is getting closer to the Arcane Archer. It's just 1 star, so no bad. Okay, that does not actually require a lot of investment, and he is getting there, right? So at 2 stars, Giant temporarily awakens the lightning elemental within its armor, increasing his own crit hit and attack speed by 20% within 6 seconds. Cooldown is 9, so there's only a 3-second downtime on that buff. Okay, let's see domains. I'm pretty sure I put them on, but yep. The save down salary, right? Yep, all 3 of them. Okay, let's see now. Okay, very similar, 1% more. However, I didn't check the damage on previous fights, so I can't tell the number. I believe Tank has done more damage than previously, but obviously Arcane Archer just scored more than the previous fight. But it's getting there, okay? It's getting similar between these 4 units. They're splitting the damage, which looks quite nice. Let's see the 3-star. Giant recharges its own armor once every 8 seconds, allowing it to block damage 3 times while releasing a pulse that increases the tenacity of friendly tower faction by 300. Okay, so this is a defensive buff, but it still is going to change the RNG of the fight, so these numbers should be a little bit different now. Okay, so okay, these three units are getting closer to each other, so that's good. Yeah, this is good because obviously this unit, if you're playing tower, you should have Arcane Archer. That is true, Adrian. So yeah, what I believe is what should be happening is you shouldn't have to wait almost a year to get a weapon for your unit. Okay, there should be a choice. So, for example, okay, we have these factions like Dungeon and Tower. They are opposite factions. Okay, so when you release a weapon for Black Dragon, you release a weapon for Naga. Yes, that's fine. Okay, then when you release a weapon for uh, Red Dragon, you release a weapon for the Titan. Okay, so you at least have a choice, two weapons for two factions because it's dragging so long. See, by the time we get weapon for Hydra and stuff, these units will be useless unless they get the weapon and the second awakening. Okay, this is the same with Behemoth. Okay, apparently Behemoth's weapon on Chinese servers was so OP. It made him so strong. But there's a Behemoth with a weapon. There's Gorax released, and Behemoth is underwhelming compared to all other tanks like Paladin. I mean, yeah, it's just too slow of a process, okay? And I agree, it should be sped up at least if you're releasing weapons, make it one R, one SR, and one SSR weapon at the same week instead of dragging it. You go released one weapon that is an R unit weapon, and then you need to wait 2-3 months for SSI unit weapon. It's not right. There's so many units, okay, in this game. These units should be treated faster. Because now we're getting second awakenings and we're getting another champion rotation. And these units, they still don't have their weapons and they already dropped. Naga, who has the weapon, is out. Is out of the equation. I didn't use Naga. My Naga is really strong, okay? I invested a lot in emblems. I have like Darkness Alignment plus 5 on her, stuff like that. And I'm not even using her. I'm not using her because she just dies. Hydra will be awesome after second awakens. I doubt that we can save offensive as a units, yeah. Okay, so Giant wields a power of lightning to increase its own base attack by 8000 when attacking an enemy inflicted with paralysis, increases crit hit by 300. When attacking an enemy inflicted with static, increases crit damage by 20%. Yeah, I didn't waste that much money on Naga thing, but yeah, I did. Basically, she was good. Okay, she was a good card. Okay, when she got that weapon, she was a beast. But now she's not. 1572215. Okay, let's see if that makes a change. Because obviously there were units that were bugged. Right? It's quite a lot. A 300,000 increase. Yeah, you still need that. That is true. And we know that Naga's second awakening was strong. But the question is, was it strong because it was released so early? If they delay Naga's awakening till, let's say, 2-3 months, Naga might not be useful. Well, maybe not. 2-3 months she will still be useful, but if they delay her like they delayed all these weapons, these SSI unit weapons, these units will become useless. Because remember, guys, what happened with Black Dragon? Black Dragon is at its peak. There's nothing else coming for Black Dragon except for the new hero. Okay, but this unit can't get any stronger. And that's the problem. This unit is done. We don't know. I don't think there's any mechanism in Chinese version that boosts SSI units anymore. Okay, this is where Black Dragon goes. Okay, this is just an RNG, okay, 10%. That is something wrong going with RNG. Let's try that fight again. Hello, Krokafilov. So far, not impressive. It is a boost, but it is not impressive boost, okay? He's doing more damage. That's what we expect from the weapon. And not yet, Crocalif, not yet. Okay, so as I said, that was a RNG. Okay, so in this scenario, he's, he's doing similar damage to the Arcane Archer. Let's give him that. Yeah, he's doing similar damage to the Arcane Archer. He's not that far away. It's between 3 to 5% between him and Arcane Archer. Okay, at this point, still not even close to Dark Elemental. And 5-star Giant purifies itself with the power of lightning every 9 seconds, removing stack of debuff and increasing its own unit damage and unit damage reduction by 6% each. Each that lasts for the whole battle stacks up 6 times. Yeah, obviously, I'm not gonna use him during this test. I'll add him later on. What I mean add him is Magic Airship. I'll replace this unit and try Magic Airship. Okay, by the moment I'm just comparing the damage between the 4 DPS variants that we can use with Astral. Because once I get him to 6-star, I will replace Dark Elemental with Magic Airship and see if it makes any impact on the team. Because the problem with Magic Airship is it costs you Void Mithril to get Magic Airship weapon as well. To utilize the most buffs. Okay, so this is interesting. So what happened here is Dark Elemental's damage dropped quite significantly. Tank went up, and Arcane Archer did not do too much, but we killed something. That is true good spot now, pack. Evening, Peter. Welcome to the stream. It's always nice to see you around here. So C is dead. We go 1 unit down. Finally, something died. Now, obviously, I need to revert that change to get the original result. So let's try this. Let's see the other result. Well, I am doing well so far this week. This week was quite a good week for me. Let's see if we can kill Seer once again. No, really. Okay. Anyway, let's see that. Okay, so in both scenarios, he's out damaging Arcane Archer right now. Okay, but this is a 5-star weapon now. This is an expensive piece of weapon he's wearing. Okay, this is not what I expected. On top of that, this weapon has been buffed compared to the Chinese version, guys. This is what has happened. Okay, so probably without that, this weapon would not change Titan at all, unless it has been released a couple months earlier. This is the problem. These weapons should be released a couple months earlier because they're not being impactful. So anyway, let's go to the 6-star. At the start of the battle, Giant received the Might of the Thunder God for 10 seconds. Okay, so River Crab corrected that. It happens after 10 seconds, I believe. Yeah, let's just go and read that clarification. Was it in game updates? Yeah, so from the 10th seconds of the battle, Titan received the Might of the Thunder God. Okay, and from then, Titan will throw the spear every 5 seconds. If throws the Thunder Spear every 5 seconds, dealing damage equal to 105 of own attack to the target unit. Each throw has a 35 chance of turning the Thunder Spear into the Thunder God Spear, increasing damage dealt by 50%. Thunder God Spear will mark the target unit with either paralysis or static for 5 seconds, and when Giant attacks the market unit, penetration increases by 500. Okay, so 500 penetration, that is not bad. But this is it, okay? This is the 6-star weapon, and I believe if it was released half a year ago, it will be impactful, okay? Because it will have done a lot of damage. But let's see what it does right now. Yeah, Peter, so far this weapon is meh. I would say damage. Okay, remember this is a team that the team I'm playing against. I made sure that team does not lose. Okay, this is why we got Sister and we got Judy here. So it doesn't look like it's killing a lot, but what I'm looking for is the damage increase. So we went from 9% of team's damage to 19. So basically the damage of Titan doubles. Okay. He can out damage Arcane Archer and he can do similar damage to the tank. Now the question is, do you want to invest 2000 Void Mithril? Do you want to spend 19,000 diamonds? Or do you want to spend some Star Soul? These 3 units have similar results in this team that I'm running. Now, Dark Elemental obviously is still the best damage dealer in this case. But as Snowpack is saying, I was expecting more. Maybe, as I said before, if this weapon was released half a year ago, the double damage on the Titan will make a change. But with what we're getting now, with all these champion units, he's becoming irrelevant. And if you want to invest 2000 Mithril just to get his second awakening when it's released, that might be a year or a year and a half before second awakening of him. Yeah, I'll do that, Crocalith. We'll see the damage with Adela, but before I put Adela on, I'll change the Dark Elemental for finally for the Magic Airship. That is a good point, Peter. I think Sven did some in-depth tests. Okay, he had more time to test the unit, and he said that Titan can survive the open lane. And no, sorry, not open lane. He can survive the dungeon unit's AoE damage. So that is good because without the weapon, he just dies. Okay, so definitely Similar level to the tank and similar level to the arcane archer. It just depends if you want to spend these resources. Okay, now let's say we don't have that dark elemental. Okay, we are using dark elemental somewhere else, and we want to play more tower oriented. So we put magic airship, who will boost tank's damage quite significantly. Now let's see if it will work on the Titan as well. Sadly, magic airship can't stand the whole fight against this team. Okay, so damage wise, quite a good number. Yeah, it's nice, but as I said, similar to tank. Obviously, arcane archer is left behind because she's not getting benefits from that. Okay, let's just run the same thing. Oops, pardon me. Switching that to the original positioning. So if you don't have Dark Elemental, Titan will be your still top 3 damage dealer, okay? And the top 3 damage dealer in the order that is flexible because Tank and him are doing similar damage. Arcane Archer will fall down a little bit because she's not getting any buffs, okay? She's not getting anything from these 4 casters. While they all buff themselves. Ah, almost. Yeah, as you can see, guys, depends on the positioning, but all these 3 units in a Fiore will be doing similar damage. So uh, it's very, as you can see, it's not like with Dark Elemental where you have 62% and then you got some other units. Yeah, it's really split between them 3, so they all doing similar damage, and that's Titan with maxed out weapon and 2,000 voids investment, which is quite expensive. So really not impressive for Astral. I think it came too late. I think it's couple months too late. For Arena, yes, if you're playing COG and you want to run Astral as your third team, okay, which is expensive, let's be honest, okay, if you want to whale and play Astral as a third team with full tower team, you can make it work, okay? But as your main team, I wouldn't put Titan. I think I'm just gonna wait. Okay, I'm gonna wait till his second awakening, and then I'm gonna upgrade his weapon because I will not be using him in PVE. I will not. There's marksman that does the job much better. So PvP, no, not really. Okay, with my Adela team, I think marksman will be doing better. Let's see. So we go for Adela. And let's run the same formation with Adela. Yeah, if you are low on budget, you mean you're low on budget when it comes to real money or diamonds? Because if you can afford buying this Void Mithril, it doesn't matter for you then. But if you want to save some money, what I believe in is all the next weapons that are gonna come out will be irrelevant as well. We'll be putting high hopes in it, but we will be actually disappointed. So yeah, Adela plus magic airship and tank. Okay, as we can see, the tank basically the tank's damage basically doubled. Okay, this is what happens with Adela and magic airship. But before we actually put Dark Elemental back in, let's move that. Let's see another scenario of this fight. Then I'll put Dark Elemental. We'll see the split again. Okay, so this is basically a good. Oh no, not yet. Once I put Dark Elemental here. Actually, no, because tank is done. Okay, so that will be very strong only after third tower champions released Guardian Call and Titan is its partner, so it is not a waste investment, just 2 more years to go. It's not a waste investment, but if it's 2 years to go, would you be better to actually hold into that 2000 Void Methrin for 2 years and then spend them? Because you might want to invest them into something else. You might shift your priorities. You might actually say, screw it, I'm not playing tower anymore. I'm going for dungeon, which will be a tragious move. But yeah, so tank with Adela definitely out damaging Titan. But I said that before, guys. I believe Adela does not go well. Adela does not go well with tower units. They do not perform too well, except for Arcane Archer. She is like a steady unit. Doesn't matter if it's Adera or Astral, she performs well. And by tower units, I mean the old tower units. As you can see, Titan falls behind tank in Adela team. Now, basically, let's take off the magic airship. So tank's damage is going to basically tank. Pun intended. So if I take off magic airship, the tank's damage is going down. But I want to see that split again. What does Athenian Priest do, Talkochen? I don't even know what that unit does, but everyone is saying it's good. I agree, Adrian, and this is why I stopped spending on the game, because the only resource that is valuable right now is diamonds. You want to get as many diamonds as possible to buy the champion units. Okay, getting weapons, the SR plus weapon, SR plus unit weapons, or even SSI unit weapons, and not that impactful. My Devil, my Inferno is a second team, and my Devil still doesn't have an awakened weapon. Okay, that is interesting, Talco. That is good to know. Right, so as I said before, tank's damage is tanking. Dark Elemental still better. Arcane Archer is right, so definitely Titan doing better than Arcane Archer in the last team. And I praised Arcane Archer just before. Right, so let's revert that back. It's a neutral champ. Yeah, when it comes to all this neutral stuff, I'm not world champion or have the single crystal requirement for weapons. I don't think so. I think they're going to use different resource, but there must be people who know about it. I have no idea. I think it's going to be like a different resource. Because if it's it's the same resource, then obviously you're better off saving your voids. But I think they're gonna introduce a new resource so they can make money of it. It's going to be called flags or something, yeah. Bang. Okay, so yeah. So obviously Arcane Archer is not performing too well in this scenario. Let's replace her with Marksman and see how Titan compares to Marksman in Adela's team. Obviously, Marksman is only useful in PvP when there's no much backline AoE, so Marksman can survive. Because they are still squishy when it comes to surviving all of that. But since I'm playing against Adela, there's not really a backline damage. So here's save there. Yeah, when it comes to playing against Sister, the only thing that works is charges. So, yeah. Look at these guys, okay? I believe this is a much cheaper version when you play Nadella, but let's let's change it, okay? Let's switch it up a little bit. Again, give it another shot, give Titan some chance to perform better. Okay, so Marksman is doing quite a lot of damage. Yeah, under Adela, the Titan is below the tank and below the Dark Elemental. He is doing more damage, but the investment required for that is, in my opinion, not worth it. It's a little too late. It's a little too late for that unit. Okay, and obviously Ubisoft is trying, the devs are trying to bring him back to Titan, so they're releasing the weapon, but it is too late. It's not going to be impactful, okay? It's not going to be impactful, same as Black Dragon Second Awakening. I'm still not convinced about it, okay? I'm still a little bit. I don't play Dungeon, okay? And I don't want their units to be too strong, but I believe the Black Dragon Second Awakening is a big letdown, even for me. Because if that happens to Titan when he gets Second Awakening, I would be pissed, okay? I would be literally sad because Black Dragon, Titan, Archangel, these are iconic units, okay? These are the units that everyone knows when it comes to Might and Magic, and they are being a little bit down. Okay, they're let down. Okay, as I said, Black Dragon is at its peak. It got everything released for the Black Dragon, and if it's not performing, if it's not OP, it means it's never going to be good. It will be okay because you will need to use that unit. Okay, there's no many units. Okay, for the next 2 years there'll be maybe, well, we got phone released. We'll have this. I don't even know. Okay, so maybe two more champion units, and then we'll start these apocalyptic units, which will be 2-3, yes. So you'll be using that Black Dragon, but it's not OP. Anyway, guys, I believe this is it. I think I've been asked to do something, and I said I'll do if I got time. Okay, compared to tank, I've done that, yeah. Yeah, Dungeon is suffering because they don't have a way to deal with beefy tanks, but so is Astral. Okay, the problem with Astral is Astral has no way to get to the backline. Astral has no charger units, while Dungeon has that. So if you manage to get the dungeon to the backline, you kill the sister, but then you lose the fight because you can't kill Paladin or BG. But you're still closer than Astral getting to beat him. Astral beating Adela. Okay, Astral has no way of doing that. Okay, unless you overpower the Adela, but there's no way to get to the backline, and this is the problem with the tower at the moment. Everyone plays some kind of charges. Astral does not, and the tanks are too beefy, especially with Sister backing them up. Anyway, guys, let's do a quick question. Right, let me think of it. Okay, and as I said before, I will not be able to. And often they just die. Yeah, and basically, as I said, I will not be able to do the stream on the weekend. So yeah, let's do a quick question. Oh, but before we go, let me just show you what's happening with the altar. Obviously, Evil Sorceress, Faceless, Dark Elemental. For those of you who are still thinking of getting it, it's getting late. It's getting late, but there's your chance to get him. And Arcane Archer. Righty. So let me think of a question. No Blackguard, no, sadly, no, yeah. Right, guys. So the thing is, you'll need to write it. Okay, you'll need to write the answer to the question. Obviously, spelling is not important as long as I can understand what you meant. Okay. Right, guys. So get ready for the question. Okay. Clear the chat and listen. There are 3 tower heroes available at the moment: Astral, Draken, and who's the third? Okay, guys, yes, this is Solmer. I'm not sure if you've been playing when Solmer was meta. Everyone was running Solmer, and he's got so many tweaks and stuff. Basically, he's got nerfed and unnerved, and they changed his ultimate, stuff like that. I wonder how would original Solmer behave right now in this meta. I wonder if he would still be OP or not, because the magic damage is no longer relevant with all these changes that we have with all these heroes and stuff like that. But he was strong. Okay, everyone was playing Solmer with Archangel, basically with an angel, right? Anyway, so now, Pac, do you play on EU5 server? Because I'm not sure if I got your yeah, he's still good for some PvE content. I'm not sure if I got your ID. It's basically 10056. Yeah, so if you're playing on EU5 server, then I got your ID. Yeah, but you can copy it, paste it just in case, because it's been a while since you actually won anything. Then I got who was second? Mephi, EU22 server. Then I got Vlaslav. Vlaslav, you're playing on EU20. I just need to find your ID. I got it. Stormy, you're number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5 on my screen. And Stormy, I don't have your ID or anything, so I will actually need it. Peter is number 4. Oh, Peter, it's been a while since you win anything. Peter, I believe I will need your ID. Yeah, because I'm scrolling through all that. And oh my god. I'm in 2021 now. Yeah, I don't even have you on the list from 2021. Yeah. Okay, so Stormy. So your ID is, yeah, that is your ID, 147 server. That is right. And Stormy, since you're pretty new, you'll get the diamonds around next Friday. Okay, guys, keep that in mind. This is usually a Sunday stream, so the diamonds will arrive not this Friday, by next Friday. Okay, so do not panic. They will not come this Friday unless Sylvia sends them with the previous batch as well. But we'll see. Okay, I'm going to send her all your IDs and stuff tonight, and maybe she'll double batch it. Okay, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, enjoy your weekend. Yeah, so no stream on this Sunday. I'll be too exhausted. I'll probably release a video on Friday about my main account, because I know some of you are asking me how is my main account, how is the progression, what's next, and stuff like that. So I'll do like a short video where I am at, what is my next goal, and basically it. I hope I'll have time to do it on Friday, and then I'm off all weekend. And I'll see you next weekend then. Bye, guys.